The Basics of APA Citations, the 7th edition. Welcome. In this tutorial, you will learn how to create accurate APA references for the sources you use in your academic work. We're going to explore the key elements of APA citations and review examples of commonly cited source types to help you build a properly formatted reference list. Let's discuss APA citations and the elements you need to create a proper citation in APA style. In this video, we're going to cover the key information needed to create an APA citation for a journal article, a book, and a website. In APA style, every reference list entry builds on 4 key elements: the author, the date, title, and source. The author, who made or wrote the work. Date, when the work came out. Title, what people call the work. And the last element, the source, where you can find and get the work. Before we get into how to cite the most commonly cited sources in APA style, let's go over a general checklist to keep in mind when it comes to APA's reference page. On the reference page, you'll list all authors up to 19. After this, you will need to insert 3 ellipses and add the last author's last name. Use N period D period, which stands for no date, if there is no date of publication given for a source. Also, capitalize only the first word and any proper nouns in the title of a book or article. And it is acceptable to leave hyperlinking for URLs. Let's go over the elements you need to create a citation for a journal article in APA style. The first thing you'll need is the author's name, followed then by the year of publication, then followed by the title of the article or source, then followed by the journal article, where the article was published, then followed by the volume and issue number for the journal. Then you'll need the pagination, or the pages within the journal where the article can be found, then followed by your location, which could be a DOI or a URL. Now let's move on to citing a journal article. Now that we've gone over the general format for a journal article citation in APA style, let's attempt to create the proper APA citation for this journal article. When I look at this article, who is the author? The author is Matthew E. Wheeler. Let's look for the publication year for this article. What is the publication date for this article? The publication date is April 2018. What is the title of the article? The title is Bayesian Additive Adaptive Basis Tensor Product Models for Modeling High Dimensional Services, an application to high throughput toxicity testing. What is the name of the journal where this article was published? This article was published in Biometrics. Now, let's locate the volume and issue number for this journal. According to this journal, there is a volume number of 75, but there is no issue number for this publication. On what pages in this journal can this article be found? According to this article, the article starts on page 193 of the journal and goes through page 201. Does this article have a DOI, or digital object identifier, or a URL? Yes, it does. It is 10 period 111 / BOM period 12942. Here's the APA citation for a journal article with all of the elements identified. Also, If an article does not have a DOI, the citation will end with the page number. You do not have to include the name of the database in the citation. Let's review the elements needed to create a book or ebook citation in APA style. You'll need the author's name, followed by the copyright year of the book, then followed by the title of the book. Then you'll need to provide the edition if it's not the first edition, followed then by the publisher's name. Then you'll need, if it is an ebook, possibly the DOI or URL if available. Let's take a moment and look at the title page of this book. Let's take a moment and look at the verso page. The verso page is going to be the left-hand page of an open book. Now that we've looked at the title page, who is the author? After examining the title page, we can see that the author is Mark Ingnall. Now that we've taken a moment to look at the verso page, what is the copyright year for this book? If you said that the copyright date for this book is 2010, you are correct. According to the title page, what is the title of this book? If you said the title of the book is A Mighty Empire, The Origins of the American Revolution, you are correct. After looking at the verso page, what is the edition for this book? You may not know this, but you do not have to provide an edition for books that are reprints of the first edition as a paperback. So we don't have to provide the edition for this book. Looking at the title page, who is the publisher of this book? If you said Cornell University Press, you are correct. This is the accurate APA citation for our printed book. If we were examining an ebook and trying to create an accurate APA citation, we might have a DOI or digital object identifier or a URL for this book. This information will be placed at the end of the citation after the publisher. So now let's take a moment and examine the elements needed to create an APA citation for a website. We'll need the author's name, followed by the year, month, and day that the article was published, followed then by the title of the web page, followed then by the website name, and at the end the URL for the website. Now let's take a moment and look at this web page. Who is the author of this article? If you said Alex Engel, you are correct. According to this web page, when was this article published? According to this article, it was published on the 16th of June in 2026. What is the title of this article? The title of this article is Alderhot Bill Funding Health Education Includes Millions for Alabama Hospitals. So what is the name of this website? The name of the website is PBS or Public Broadcasting Station / Alabama Public TV or APT. What is the URL for this web? The URL for this website can be found at the top of the browser. It reads aptv.org / APT news / Alderhot bill funding education includes millions for Alabama hospitals / period. Here is the accurate APA citation for the article from the website. Again, if there is a case where an element or elements are not available, just skip it. If after watching this tutorial, you have any questions or need assistance with helping you format your APA style paper, please do not hesitate to contact the Lawson State Library. Also, if you would like to review the Laws and State Library's APA LibGuide, you can scan the QR code on the screen. There are some additional resources to help you as well. Please scan the QR codes for the APA official website and Purdue OWL's APA Guide. And again, remember, the Laws and State Library is here to help.